Welcome back. Last week, Democratic presidential candidate Martin O'Malley sat down with me and Des Moines Register political reporter Kathy Obradovich. We heard his stance on gun control, the Democratic Party's control of the primary process, and his views on the death penalty in the United States. But he says his message on how to fix our country's sluggish economy is what Iowans will gravitate to. Okay, shifting gears a bit here, you are a big backer of increasing the minimum wage. The middle class is not seeing an increase in wages in 40 years. Tell us why.
Yeah, this is the most overarching issue that I hear all across Iowa and other states. We keep hearing from our leaders that our economy is doing better, and clearly we are. Thanks to President Obama's leadership, I believe, given what he inherited, we've now created 67 months in a row of positive job growth. But for the first time since World War II, the vast majority of us are earning the same or less than we were 12 years ago. And so people are asking themselves, how is it that I'm working harder and falling further behind? I believe that we need to do three things and do them all at once in order to get wages to go up again for the majority of us. We need to cast aside the trickle-down economics that you hear from the Republican candidates for president that says concentrate wealth at the top, keep wages low to be more competitive, and remove regulation from everywhere. That's not the way our economy works. What our parents and grandparents understood is that our economy isn't money, it's people. It's all of our people. And when our workers earn more, they spend more, and then our economy grows. We cast aside, in the course of this trickle-down economics detour, common sense wage and labor policies. And one of them was to always keep the minimum wage above the poverty line. We got away from that. I am in favor of raising the minimum wage and raising it to $15 an hour, however we can, wherever we can. As governor, I was able to get our state up to $10.10 an hour. Two of our counties, though, got up to $12.80 an hour, and contrary to all the predictions that every shopkeeper would close his doors and move to another state, we still maintain the highest median income in the country.
I agree that raising the minimum wage doesn't, the gloom and doom predictions that jobs will just go away haven't been borne out by data, but there is data showing that there are fewer jobs a lot of times for teenagers, that the youth employment in Seattle, in Washington State, where they've raised minimum wages, has had some effect. Is there something that you would do to try to offset or to make sure that youth employment didn't get adversely affected if you raised the minimum wage?
Yeah, we didn't have that experience in our state. I'd be interested to see those numbers from Seattle and the other cities. I think you're going to see cities reach this $15 an hour threshold before many states. But the way that's supposed to work is the federal government should be the floor. There should be an expectation that when people work hard, especially if they work 40 hours a week, they don't have to raise their kids in poverty. I put forward 15 strategic goals to rebuild the American dream. And the third strategic goal is to cut youth unemployment in our nation in half within the next 3 years. And there's a number of ways that we can do that, and one of the big ones, I believe, is to offer universal national service as an option for every kid in the United States. It's a way to earn some more money for an enhanced Pell Grant for college. It's a way to contribute and give back to our country, and there's needed work to be done in restoring the environment and public health and literacy and other education efforts. So
we're short on time, but speaking of health, I really wanted to know, what do you think health care would look like in this country now if Hillary Clinton had succeeded in the 90s with the health care initiative that they tried and failed to do?
Well, I don't know. I think that now that we have universal health care for all, we need to build upon it. I think that all of us should be grateful that we actually have a program now that covers all of our citizens. We are the last developed nation to do that. So who knows what things might have been like if she had succeeded in doing it. But one of the clear differences between my candidacy and theirs is that neither Secretary Clinton nor Senator Sanders has succeeded at doing things as an executive. I have.
Okay, lastly, let's lighten things up a little bit. Believe it or not, we do research before we do these interviews.
No.
And when you go on the internet, there are many pictures of you with your shirt off. You're a 52-year-old man. You're in very good shape. I'm envious.
Yeah,
okay?
thank you.
As you travel around this state, which is full of great food and is not low in fat and calories, how does a guy stay in such good shape?
You eat lots of bananas, You pass on the potato chips and the fries, and you work long hours. Some of those pictures have dogged me since the polar bear plunge. An annual event in Maryland to help people with developmental disabilities. And so, fortunately for me, they're old pictures.
Okay. Don't people try to make you eat pie, though, everywhere you go?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's all about the balance, isn't it? So if you eat pie, then you pass on other things.
Okay.
I try to get to the gym every other day, even on the red.
Good move for the University of Maryland to move to the Big Ten, or not?
I think it's a good move for the University of Maryland to be in the Big Ten, if for no other reason. It gives us all an excuse to get together around the Maryland-Iowa game.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So may the best team win.
All right, Governor, thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you.
Kathy, thank you.
We hope you enjoyed today's interview with Democratic presidential hopeful Martin O'Malley. If you want to see it again or contact a friend who maybe missed it, there's always the web. Just go to our website, kcci.com, to enjoy the entire interview. Thank you for joining us this week on KCCI 8 News Close-Up. We hope to see you next week. Have a great Sunday.